Today I wanted to explore additional features that they have on the Kenmore 1914, but any of the Kenmore machines where you can sew a cam in straight position as well as you have the modifier. Now the reason for this is some of these cams in straight stitch position, so in this case we'll start with 22, so that's the first one in the lot. So if you look up here, 22, 23, 24, see if I can get that at a good angle. That. Some of these do additional patterns that they don't show you on here when it's in straight stitch position. Many of them do this, a very similar faggoting type stitch, that orange one there, but slightly different each time, which is why you get those patterns. Okay, so what I want to do is start with the buttonhole position in straight and do a few stitches. So we're going to start with a few stitches and see if it doesn't bind. Some of the patterns will stow a pattern when it's set that fine. Others won't. They'll bind up, so you have to adjust it accordingly. So in the very fine setting, what you get is essentially mountains on this pattern. So if you wanted to do a mountain like that, let's zoom in a bit, that's what you get. So going through all of the different stitch patterns, then what happens is you gradually increase it. Now this is just going to give you a longer mountain, which is not that exciting. So this one you really need to start switching into the modifier. And I say when you switch to the modifier long, move it to around 10 and then see what happens. Sometimes it's pretty obvious that it's not going to work. So that one you're just getting an enormously long. So we'll switch that back. And that sort of doesn't do anything exciting. So this one really, you can't get much value out of it aside from straight stitch on the buttonhole. And then we'll try middle modifier. We're starting to get the wave backwards. Good. Okay, so we're getting the wave pattern you expect. What we're going to do now is we'll increase the modifier to S, the shortest, and then we'll see what happens. So it crosses over itself at this point. And you have to make sure it actually does go forward. In this case, we're just getting a figure 8. So that's too short. But if you wanted to ever sew figure 8s, that's what you could do by setting it to just near the buttonhole, modifier S. You can get a figure 8, which could be fun. There could be reasons why you'd want to do that, and you just keep going and doing figure 8s. So what we'll do now is we will, keeping on the modifier short, what happens is if you start increasing the stitch pattern length now, I need to cut that thread, 1 second. Okay, I've cut the thread. So that's working very well. You're getting a different look again. So that's fun. So this is on 8 and about stitch length 9. And what happens is you get the wave pattern, which is almost like circles. So that's really fun. And you can keep fiddling around with that. So you get, with this one pattern, you get the mountains. Then you can get a figure 8, get the wave, but you can also get the loops. So that one's fun. I'm going to continue doing this with the pattern, and then I'll show you the stitch template. You can see which ones you like for yourself.